Hi, angels, and welcome to your safe space. Now, if you clicked on this video, there is probably something sitting heavy on your chest. Maybe you're hurt, maybe you're mad, or maybe you've even told yourself that you're over it. But you just keep replaying what someone did or didn't do. And I get it because I've so been there. I used to honestly really fear being angry. I was raised around so much yelling and chaos that I thought expressing how I really felt would just end up leading to more conflict. It was an emotion I would completely avoid at all costs. So I would end up shutting down. I would hold it in. I try to be the bigger person. And then I would wonder why I still felt so unsafe and so unseen. And that is genuinely the thing. When we avoid our anger, it doesn't go away. It actually just starts getting stored within our body and it turns into resentment. Then one day, before you know it, it explodes or it's going to get projected onto the very people that we actually want to feel close to. Now, this is especially common for women because a lot of us were taught to be polite, to keep the peace, or just to not be too emotional. And whenever we suppress our truth long enough, what we end up doing is we disconnect fully from our needs and we end up really blocking the love that we're craving. So, if you have ever caught yourself maybe spiraling over the same things or just replaying these old conversations, maybe trying to seem chill, but you're like dying on the inside, then this video is for you because today we're going to tap into forgiveness, not just for them, but for you. And this is not to bypass what had happened, but to actually feel it. So we're going to move it and finally let it go so that you can actually receive what you want because you're not meant to hold it all. And you are meant to feel safe. You're meant to remember your power. You're meant to feel loved. You're meant to feel so secure. And I'm here to help you remember your power and really return back home to that truth. So let's start tapping. We're going to start with the karate chop part, side of our hand. Even though I feel so angry, so hurt, and so disappointed, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even if it feels so unforgivable, even if it still hurts, even if I feel like I won't ever be able to fully forgive this, I choose to be here for me. Even though I still feel a deep resentment towards this person and these events, I now choose to free myself from the past. Even though I have not fully let go of this version of them, I am now giving myself permission to release this tension in my chest, in my jaw, anywhere else in my body I may be holding it, and especially in my heart. Not because they deserve it, but because I do. I release the judgment, I release the anger, I release the pain. I feel all of the tension in my chest and I feel the heat behind my eyes. I genuinely held on to this story because it hurt me so much. Honestly, a part of me is still really mad, and that is okay. Because how could they do that to me? I was genuinely showing up, and they just didn't. I've really tried to pretend I'm fine. I've done all the things, but this nagging weight is still here. under the arm. This resentment has been quietly living in my body, and I'm ready to let it go now. For me, I am safe to let it go now. This anger has protected me, but this anger has also kept me really stuck. I know I'm safe now. I know I don't need to perform, suppress, or prove myself anymore. Even when I feel anxious or ignored, or I feel the old story really coming up and all of these emotions surfacing, I'm allowed to feel my feelings without spiraling into fear. I can breathe through this because I know I'm no longer in danger. I breathe into that truth now, and I can feel my body genuinely softening as we speak. Because even if it looks like rejection, it was just a reflection of our own limitations. It was never a reflection of my worth, of my power, of my light. I'm fully allowed to want love, to feel good, to feel safe, to feel secure. And I don't have to carry the pain to protect myself. I'm allowed to choose softness over survival. I simply choose to forgive, not because it's easy. I choose freedom because I deserve to be free. And freedom is better than resentment. So I choose to forgive this now. Even if the 3D isn't matching just yet, I trust that I am always being guided. And I truly know that love is on its way in the most perfect form. I release the belief that this is hopeless. I release the belief that they'll never change and they're just stuck in their old ways. I release the belief that they have to pay for what they did and that I have to fight for love. I release the fear that I'll be left again. I release the fear that I'll be hurt again. I choose a new story now, a soft and a secure one. I fully release the part of me that keeps replaying the old story over and over again of what went wrong. I release the need to just keep punishing them in my mind. I release this fear that they won't ever conform because honestly, people change all the time. I release this fear that I'm going to be disappointed or let down again or not shown up for. I am now choosing peace over punishment. I choose softness over control. I choose to forgive, not because it's easy or the right thing to do. I choose to forgive because I deserve to be free. I allow my person to show up differently. I allow myself to see them and myself through new eyes. I allow the exact version that I want to rise. I expect love, effort, and consistency. I expect emotional availability and commitment. I expect honesty, maturity, and care. And I fully trust that my inner shift will always create my outer shift. I am choosing now to fully anchor into my worth and let them rise to meet me. I am safe to let go. I am safe to expect the best. I am safe to be loved fully now. My person is conforming so beautifully to the new version. They are showing up exactly how I wanted. It's already done. And take a deep breath. I forgive myself for how I've spoken to myself, for how I've always doubted me, for all the ways I've tried to protect myself by pretending not to care. I see now I was just trying to survive. But I don't have to survive anymore. I am doing my best. I am so worthy of being chosen and kept because I choose myself. I am safe to want exactly what I want, and I'm ready to receive love. I see the version of me being enough clearly now. This version was always there. I feel so safe. I feel so warm. I feel cherished. I know I am allowed to be loved in my softness because I am worthy of being chosen and kept. I do believe in love again, and it starts here. Okay, I'll take a deep breath in again. Now, remind yourself that this is your future. This is your truth. This is what you're returning to every single time you choose to feel, forgive, and let go. So I want you to remember you are safe, you are seen, and you are so, so loved. So thank you for tapping with me. I really hope that this helped you release any of that resentment and allowed you to come back into your safe and really come back home feeling safely within yourself. So come back to this anytime you genuinely feel the urge to spiral or shut down, because I want you to remember that your softness is your power and love is genuinely already on its way to you because you are the source of it. So thank you again for today, and I will see you soon.